Hello and welcome to another episode of the Never Games. Please like, follow, subscribe wherever you can find great podcasts. We have another excellent episode for you this week. This week, Noel spices Trevor's life up to medium. Connor picks a fight. Tom's dreams are interrupted by thoughts of his crawl space. So let's get right into it with Season 2, Episode 3, brought to you by Muumuu Melon. Doors are tough, guys.
Doors are tough.
All right. We're going to jump right in to Theme Between the Lines, which, if you haven't heard this before, this is a quick trivia game. It's 4 questions, and all 4 of the questions revolve around a theme. If you think you know what that theme is, send us a note, send us an email, find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let us know what you think it is. We'll give free tickets to NeverCon 2021 to whoever can get the theme correct. All right. Question number 1. The French film Taxi, about a taxi driver who needs to chauffeur around a police officer as he searches for bank robbers, came out in 1998 and has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 81%. Only 6 years later, in 2004, there was an American remake starring Queen Latifah as the taxi driver who has to chauffeur around police officer Jimmy Fallon. What is the Rotten Tomatoes score of the 2004 remake of Taxi? I'll give you a hint. It's not 0. And we're going to just whoever guesses the closest number is going to get the point on this.
36.
I was going to say 35.
36 for Connor.
I'm going to go 20.
Was that before Jimmy Fallon did that weird Red Sox movie?
Oh, with
I think it would have been after, because that was
Kate Hudson?
That was in 2001 when they first won it.
Fever Pitch was the name of that movie.
That was such a weird movie. Let's do, 45? 40.
45.
40. Nope, 40.
Well,
40.
You're all way over. Actual Rotten Tomatoes score, 9.
Wow.
9% for the 2004 Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon movie.
Yeah, I feel like as soon as you say Jimmy Fallon movie, I'm like, oh yeah, that's not going to be.
That takes 50% off from the start.
During all these segments, I always picture what it's going to be, and the only thing I can have is just movies that Trevor's never seen. The broadest topic yet.
That's all of them.
Yeah.
That's all of the movies.
Next question.
Except for Stuart Little.
Just a couple of weeks ago, Tom Brady won his 7th Super Bowl. He's now pretty wildly considered the best football player of all time. However, when he first entered the league, he was not that highly rated. In fact, every NFL team passed over him several times in the 2000 NFL entry draft before the Patriots took him in a late round. What overall number draft pick was Tom Brady?
Yeah. 199. Probably should have waited.
199 from Tom.
No,
or from Noel.
My name
I'll
is
take
Noel.
it if you want to give me. Yeah, I was going to say like 167.
I was also going to say 199.
Well, that's a point to Connor and Noel then. And that's a point to everybody now, so total wash at this point.
Yeah.
He was selected in the 6th round, 199 overall. All right, question number 3. In the history of Vogue magazine, a man has only appeared on the cover 10 times. The first time was in 1992. It was Richard Gere. The second time was in the year 2000, and the third time in 2008. Who were the second and third men to appear on the cover of Vogue? This is a multiple choice.
What were the years again?
2000 and 2008.
2000 and 2008. Is it A, George Clooney and LeBron James, B, Russell Crowe and Barack Obama, or C, Brad Pitt and Tom Brady?
I'm going to go C.
I'm going to go B.
I was actually also going to go C.
Locking it in?
Yeah.
All right, you're all wrong. It is George Clooney and LeBron James.
Wow, that's
those
weird.
Those are all really good
yeah.
options.
I went out of my way to look up people who would have been relevant enough for Vogue in those years.
Yeah.
But that means that this last question decides it.
Decides the winner.
So, question number 4. In the world of modeling, there is something known as the horse walk. What is it? Is it A, at the end of a runway, a model lifts their knees high and tosses their head back in a movement similar to a horse rearing up? Is it B, a kind of stride where a model picks up their knees high and kicks their feet forward, creating a stomping movement similar to a horse's step? Or is it C, when starting to move, the model exaggerates their first step, creating a short skipping motion similar to a horse's trot?
All of these are serious. I was expecting, like, pretending you're on a horse. Like, holding the reins.
Yeah, you get one of those children's toys that has a horse's head on the end of a stick, and you ride that down the runway.
Or you have one of those whips in case if the person in front of you is going too slow, and then you just hit them with it.
Kinky up in here.
Yeah, man.
A was the hair flippy situation.
Yeah, the hair flip, throw your leg up at the end of the runway.
I'm gonna go with that one.
You're going A?
I'm going.
Tom, you said you were going with B?
Yep.
Noel, what's yours?
Oh, fuck it. I guess I'll go C.
All right, that decides it then. The correct answer is B. It is this kind of stride where the model picks up their knees high and kicks their feet forward, creating a stomping movement similar to a horse's step. That gives the win to Tom. Yes. Congratulations, Tom. And again, this has been Theme Between the Lines. There was a theme that all of these questions revolved around. Reach out to us wherever you want, social media, email, or call us. Leave us a message at 406-GAMES-24 to let us know what you think that theme is. We'll give you 2 tickets to NeverCon 2021. It is our official convention that is not happening in Boca Raton this year.
I gotta say, I don't think I've ever gotten a point or clinched a game by just guessing the only choice that wasn't guessed before. I think I really have to stop doing that.
Yeah. It's like...
It's so enticing. I don't know why, but it's so fucking inviting.
Especially a situation like that where, like, whoever gets it wins the game.
Yeah, that's
right.
great.
You know that if you guess somebody else's, you might tie, but there's a chance that you'll be the solo winner if...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know the next time that I don't do it, it's going to go into a bonus question anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to do it again, so...
Well, anyway, this is the Never Games. Welcome. My name is Trevor. I am the CEO of Stickerbox Studios and the producer here at the Never Games.
And I'm Tom, apparently.
No, you're not.
Okay.
No, you are not.
Stop it, Noel. Stop it. Hi, my name is Tom O'Brien, and I'm not in my bed today.
Weird.
My name is Connor Provost. Hello, my babies.
And my name is Noel McGinnis, the captain of the blue team, and I am also not in my bed today.
Wow. No one's in bed for this recording.
Yeah.
A real success for us.
We're getting better. We really are.
My computer is on my bed.
That is... Wait, really? Right now?
Yeah. Yes.
You're in a transitional phase.
I am sitting on a tiny stool.
Yeah.
Yes. A very tiny stool.
And your back is completely up against the closet.
I'm still distracted by those closet nipples.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
The door stop playing with them, Tom.
Stop it, Tom.
We're not recording video anymore. Who cares?
This is supposed to be a family show.
These are my closet nipples.
You guys want to play another game?
Yeah, let's play a game.
Let's not talk about closet nipples anymore.
Yeah. So I've got an interesting little game here, I think. My game is called Make Me a Sammich.
Going great so far there, bud.
Yeah, right. So basically the way it's going to work is that there's going to be 3 rounds of this. And for each round, I'm going to ask one of you to make me your ideal version of whatever I give you. And then within those rounds, the other 2 people will be able to improve it by substituting one of the ingredients that you list. And in each round, I will decide which one is the best version of that thing.
I'm down for this. This is going to be fun.
Make sense?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yes. I ate fake food for 4 years. I'm going to do
You
so
did.
bad at this.
But you do still have sandwiches. It's just huel that you soak up with a piece of bread.
Yeah.
I need to get.
Dip it like ranch dressing.
Like a raw, unconstructed piece of French toast.
That's so terrible.
Hey, man, I don't need it.
So, we are going to start with breakfast. Trevor,
Let's do it.
I'm going to need you to make me the best breakfast sandwich that you can.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that I make 3 to 4 times a week, and that is a Mexican egg burrito. I know it's labeled a burrito, but I think that falls into the sandwich category, at least as far as this game is concerned.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I won't.
Thanks, Tom.
And Tom wins on a technicality.
What's funny is that if I got breakfast, I was also going to do a burrito. So
So this burrito, the way you make it is you dice up onion, relatively small chunks, get that cooking, mix in a little bit of garlic, some chili powder, maybe some tahini if you have it around, or my recent love has been Creole seasoning, so that's what I'm going to go with here.
Oh, me too, dude. Actually, I love Creole.
Yeah. So you fry up about, depending on the size of an onion, about half an onion. As that's frying up, get out a little bit of refried beans, lather that into your wheat burrito, put that in the microwave, put it in there for about 30 seconds just for the beans to heat up. Then you put your eggs into the pan, mix them right in with the onions. While that's cooking, the beans will be heated. You take that out. You put a little bit of mild cheddar into the burrito. Let that start to melt as you finish cooking the eggs and onion. Pour that in, and then you get some nice mild salsa, something kind of thick with a lot of flavor to it. And put however much you'd like. I like a hefty amount of the mild salsa. Wrap that up and eat it.
Okay, so what I've got here is I'm just gonna simplify and call it seasoned onions.
Yes.
So seasoned onions, beans, wheat burrito, eggs, cheddar, and mild salsa.
Yeah.
I will also say that the seasoning on the onions I wrote down because you said Creole. So I initially wrote chili, but I substituted that for Creole because that's what you said you were going with.
Yeah, I'm going
so Creole and garlic on the seasoning for onions, and I will accept if y'all want to change the seasoning, feel free to do so. That I'll count that as an ingredient.
Now,
But,
me being a professional chef for more than 15 years, so I obviously know the answer to this question, but for all the listeners out there, what's the difference between Creole seasoning and Cajun seasoning?
I got to be honest with you, I don't know.
So if anyone has that
Paprika?
answer, just feel free to email us at hello@thenevergames.com. Put in the subject heading "Food Facts."
Is it not paprika?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. I thought you knew. All right, guys.
That was the farthest from a quiz possible.
All right, so to Tom and Noel, the things that you can substitute are onions. The seasoning, you can change the seasoning if you want to. And again, the seasoning is garlic and Creole seasoning. Beans, wheat burrito, eggs, cheddar, and mild salsa.
And only
one
thing?
Only one thing can you change.
it has to be a substitution.
It can be a removal, or it can be an addition. But you only get one change.
Yeah, I kind of nailed it. So
Okay.
No,
I
you
know what
didn't
mine
nail
is.
it. You didn't nail it at all, Trevor.
totally nailed it.
The one change that I'm making to this is an addition.
Okay.
I am taking one strip of bacon cut into lardons, sautéed until perfectly crispy, removed and set aside, and then I'm sautéing the onions in the fat from the bacon, and then mixing bacon into the egg as it is scrambled.
I feel like that's more than one change.
The addition of bacon?
Well, the addition is the bacon, but now you're using it to change, like, I would say that that's changing, like, the seasoning of the onion,
Yeah.
the preparation of the
Complete
onion
flip
and
of
the
it.
eggs.
The flavor profile. Tom is eliminated.
He's not
Okay.
eliminated, but I'm going to accept, and I'm not going to say bacon, I'm going to accept the addition of lardon.
Okay. I mean, I can do something different if you want me to be. If this is not in the spirit of the game.
No, I feel like you're changing the preparation of both the eggs and the onions, and I appreciate those changes, but I feel like you got to pick one of those things.
Okay, the onions then.
All right, so you're changing the preparation of the onions.
Yeah,
by using lardon.
cooked in sautéed in bacon fat.
Word. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I like that a lot. Cool.
That's pretty good. So, my original thought was it's two things, so this doesn't count, but get rid of the salsa and the cheese, add in hot salsa and cream cheese, and you mix it all together, and it's like a breakfast queso, and you put it in there. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. But since that's two things that doesn't count, I will say I'm going to go in the angle of Tom, but instead of bacon, I'm going to add chorizo.
Ooh, chorizo.
Yeah.
And you're just adding it. It's not involved in the preparation.
You're going to cook it or something.
No, I know, but you're not.
Make it less.
I want to know what the or something is. There, you're going to cook it or something.
Or heat it up if it's pre-cooked.
Are you cooking it with one of the other ingredients, or are you just like it's going to be added to the burrito?
I guess you can add it to the eggs while you're scrambling it and just put it in. Or something.
My backup one, and I know that this doesn't count, and I don't think it should affect the judging at all, but I think is the addition of a chopped poblano pepper at the same time as the onion.
Oof.
Yeah, that was my issue, Trevor. Mild cheddar, mild salsa. Dude, you're living, like, I know you bought the seat, but you really only need the edge.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I feel like the obvious option here was to change out the fucking cheese. But, yeah.
That's literally what I've eaten for breakfast like 4 days a week for about 3 months. So like
That's
I didn't
fair.
swap
breakfast,
anything out. I definitely should have added bacon myself if it was available. I would. I'm more of a medium salsa type, but what's been here?
We all know about that good old fashioned Pittsburgh bacon shortage.
Yeah, I also just like do not keep in mind my dietary restrictions on this. I'm just going purely on what sounds the best.
Yeah, I completely forgot about those.
Yeah. Well, Trevor just said that he would prefer like a medium, but he did a mild salsa.
Right,
so like, I'm gonna go with Noel on this one. I think tossing in the chorizo with the eggs is a prime choice.
Yeah, that's the right move.
Bacon is a good starting point, but I think if you're going in the breakfast burrito direction, chorizo is a step up from plain old bacon.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, chorizo was choice. So that's a point for Noel.
This might actually be my time to shine.
All right, so we're moving on to lunch now. For lunch, I'm thinking light. So Tom, make me the best salad you can.
Oh, I thought these were all going to be sandwiches. Okay.
No, I was just naming it. Make me a sandwich.
Okay. Yeah, the best salad is going to be a Caesar salad.
Okay.
Homemade Caesar dressing using fresh anchovies, garlic, but also a lemon-seared chicken breast.
Ooh, I like it.
Thinly sliced, still nice and juicy, on top of crispy romaine. Lemon wedges on the side for extra drizzle if you like to up that acid.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like with freshly grated, shredded actually, not like bag shredded, but like in big chunks, Parmesan.
All right, so we've got Caesar salad. The dressing is homemade with both fresh anchovies and garlic. Lemon seared chicken, good call on that. Romaine, lemon wedges, and shredded Parmesan.
Yep, big flakes of Parmesan.
Big old flakes of them shreddy parms. Noel, Trevor, whoever is ready to go first. What's your improvements?
Oh, I got mine ready. I'm swapping that chicken for a breaded chicken.
Okay, so instead of a lemon seared, you're gonna go like breaded and fried.
Yeah. Trevor wants you to eat a chicken fried steak on top of your Caesar salad.
No, a steak fried chicken.
Steak fried chicken.
I guess. Chicken fried chicken.
Okay. All right. Noel, what you thinking?
Tom, can I ask what cut the chicken is? Is it a thigh or a breast?
I specified breast.
He did specify breast.
Oh, fuck.
It's the butt.
Yeah.
It's
the giblets.
Okay, so I'm going to keep that in because I know that's a popular thing. I really don't like chicken breast. It's too dry.
Not if you cook it
You're
correctly.
just overcooking it.
It's easier to cook chicken thighs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of. Tom had like a slice of like a lemon on the side, like
Lemon
an extra
wedges.
spritz.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to add in freshly grated lemon zest to the dressing. Enhances all the fruit sort of terpenes in the lemon. Doesn't really add any bit of the acid, but it adds just a puff of brightness, and it's very good.
That's tough. That is tough. None of you. I was still expecting the other two of you to just make the simple call and add some fucking croutons. This is a Caesar salad.
See, that's why I
Where
went
the fucking
breaded chicken.
croutons?
It gives you
Tom,
that.
you never
like-
said croutons? God damn it,
Yeah,
Tom,
you never
I thought
said
I knew I was
croutons.
missing something.
You never said croutons. I thought that definitely was like the easy call.
Yeah, I heard it and I almost went with it, but I'm a big fan of the breaded chicken in the Caesar salad.
For that reason, I am actually gonna go. Although I do love the lemon zest, Noel, I am actually gonna go with Trevor because I do want
Yeah.
some of that bready
man.
crunch.
I could have sworn Tom said croutons. This is our first case of the Mandela effect or Mandela effect on our show, because I'm pretty sure Tom said
He did not.
Berenstein Bears. Oh man,
100% did not. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Shit.
All right, and last up is Noel. Dinner time, baby. I need you to make me the best burger you possibly can.
All right.
Style of cook doesn't really have anything to do with it, or
It's up to
Not
you. You're
necessarily.
making it.
I mean, you're making it.
I want to start with a fatty burger, 85-15, with
85-15 of what?
beef.
Of beef. Okay.
Or I don't know, whatever wild game you have. If you have venison, go for it. But
No, it's your burger. I need you to choose.
This is tough.
Buffalo.
No.
Yeah, I do love the bison burger.
Okay, you know what?
Ground chicken.
I am going to do
Duck.
Turkey.
Make it real gamey.
no. It's still beef.
You're keeping the 85-15?
I'm past beef now. Yeah. Now I'm on to adjuncts.
Tofurkey.
Yes.
No.
No. However you like it cooked, on a brioche bun.
Brioche. Okay.
We'll add in bottom bread, mayonnaise, lettuce, because you got to have that crunch. Burger,
Can I ask you to specify the lettuce?
butter or Boston bib, same kind but different naming.
Yep, I know it. I'm familiar.
Smoked Gouda, but like a little extra. Like I
Ooh.
don't like that one slice. You got to get it smoky.
Okay.
No, sorry. One slice of smoked Gouda, caramelized onions, bacon
Yeah.
and fig jam,
Ah,
and a dollop of burrata cheese on top, which, if any of the listeners don't know, burrata cheese is you have this outer shell of fresh mozzarella, and inside is a mixture of fresh mozzarella and fresh cream. And you
it's
just put it
amazing
right on
if you've
top,
never had burrata.
and take away the lettuce. I realize that's kind of a weird. Like I wanted to go
You're
back
taking
to
away the lettuce? Okay.
I wanted to go back to the classics. Like I usually love a stereotypical like lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion burger.
Yeah.
But like if I'm going to go for it, I really want to get those sweets and savories sort of mingling along with each other.
So no lettuce.
No, you know what? I take that back. Lettuce and raw onions along with the caramelized onions.
Raw onions with the caramelized onions.
but
Good move.
just a little bit, just enough for texture.
And we're still keeping it's butter lettuce.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And a little gherkin with a spear on top, because it's adorable.
Okay.
Oh, and brioche bun, if I didn't say that already, but yeah.
You did. All right, so a lot of ingredients for you guys to work with here. 85-15 beef, brioche bun, mayonnaise, butter lettuce, smoked Gouda, caramelized onions, raw onions, bacon fig jam, burrata, and a speared gherkin.
Fuck,
I
that
got
sounds
mine.
really fucking good.
I've got mine. Do you have yours yet, Trevor?
Yeah.
Do you want to go before me?
Whoever wants to go first.
Trevor wants to get rid of the hamburger and just have it be soylent.
It's just a salad now.
Drop the whole thing in a blender.
here's-
That's my move.
Burger smoothie. Okay, so here's my thing.
Okay.
I'm a fan of burrata. My concern is on a burger that once it's cut, all that delicious cream is going to run down, make your bottom bun soggy, and then the rest of it's going to end up on your plate, and you're not going to get to take advantage of it. So I'm swapping out the burrata for a thing that I very rarely am able to find, but is slices of blue cheese.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, I get that.
Especially with the bacon fig jam, that's pretty choice. That's pretty good.
When I used to work at like this burger restaurant, we would use the burrata as like an egg. So you wanted that runny yolk or the runny filling to like as a presentation, but I totally see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Like gun to my
it.
head, I am just not a fan of blue cheese on burgers. I don't know why.
I love blue cheese on burgers personally. So
All right.
Tom, that's a good choice.
I had a real tough time with this one because, first off, Noel, you completely left out how you're prepping the meat. Like, you did nothing with the meat itself. Fucking Ron Swanson style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta, like, talk about somehow prepping the beef. You can add so much in that point, but that's not what I'm going to go with, only because Tom didn't. What I'm going to go with is I'm going to take that mayo and I'm going to add a little bit of garlic and some chipotle chili powder.
So it's a garlic chipotle mayo?
Yeah.
Or an aioli.
Yeah, an aioli.
Like an aioli?
Garlic, chipotle aioli.
That's
Delicious.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is tough for me because I really love the blue cheese bacon play of Tom. But I think I gotta give it to that aioli. I think I gotta give it to that garlic chipotle, like that little bit of heat from the chipotle.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real nice.
It does.
And
It's gonna be
especially
real
after
nice.
you said there wasn't any seasoning in the meat itself, that kind of adds to it too. I thought that was a good choice.
That was a good choice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's 2 points to Trevor, and the game goes to Trevor.
Noel comes in second, though.
Yeah, it's
Noel
a second
does
place
come
for
in
Noel.
second.
Keep it going.
All right, and that has been
All
my
right.
game. Make me a sandwich.
I love that.
That was a
That was
lot of fun. I
amazing.
really enjoyed that.
Yeah, you got to bring that back.
Yeah. All right.
Will
But,
do.
Should we take a break?
yeah, we should. We should jump into a break.
Jump into a break.
Today's episode is brought to you by Roan. Roan is clothing that inspires men to live healthy, strong, and free. Building best-in-class products is no easy task. In fact, it's a grueling process of trial, error, and at times, unexpected success. Roan worked tirelessly to ensure the products you ordered exceed expectations. Roan is clothing for men for everything from the gym to the office. We are teaming up with Roan and Podgo to bring our listeners this exclusive offer of 25% off a pack of 3 Roan polo shirts by going to podgo.co/Roan. That's podgo.co/RHONE. That's Romeo, Hero, Omega, Noel, and Echo for 25% off a pack of 3 polos. Roan, clothing that helps you move forever forward.
Hey everybody, and thanks for listening to The Never Games. It's time for the solution to last week's theme between the lines. Did you guess it? How about the rest of you guys? Did you figure it out?
Is it Bill Murray? I know that Bill Murray was in like 3 of those movies.
You're real close. The theme for last week's theme between the lines was Ghostbusters projects. This was other movies that the actors who starred in Ghostbusters also starred in.
Yeah.
We got one email in from Diana, who got it right. Congrats, Diana.
Hey.
Well done, Diana.
Nice.
Way to go, Diana.
If you think that you know the theme to this week's theme between the lines, you can send us an email at hello@thenevergames.com or hit us up on most social media with the tag _never_games.
just at a pizza place down the street from me, and there was a big old group of olds that were at a table near me.
Jesus.
You got COVID again?
No, no. But they were all hanging out and chatting and having a good time and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, this one of them, this mix of athletic wear and business wear wearing guy, like
Tracksuit with a tie.
like wearing like a track jacket, but like a suit underneath. You know what I'm talking about? like a running jacket or something.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
then like
I was picturing like blazer, but with like tennis shoes. I was not picturing tracksuit, but with loafers.
Yeah, no, it was like dress pants, dress shirt, and a tie. But then his jacket was like, I don't know, some sort of like athletic gear. Like the man is not athletic. He's never used that for athletic purposes. just a fat older man in his 50s, just out of nowhere, like while all these people are talking, just announces, I just sexted Olivia. And all of his friends were just like, huh? And then they just kept talking about other things instead, and he was like, oh, okay. And he went back to his phone.
Oh, no.
I've been that
very-
person before. Not in that exact way, but I've like said a thing that had a group of people just go like, yeah, well, just agree to ignore that.
Yeah. But this guy was clearly like he to me he looked like he was like the boss that no one wants to hang out with or doesn't like.
Yeah.
Who's just like taking these people out for like a happy hour like dinner thing, and they don't want to hang out with him, but they're like, fuck it, free drinks. And they're just ignoring him, and he's there paying for everything, but nobody wants to talk to him.
He only has Olivia to talk to.
Yeah, well, if you're that Olivia and you feel bad about this whole sort of texting conversation, give us a shout at hello@thenevergames.com. We'll just give you a free t-shirt.
Or if you're that guy and she didn't return your sext.
We know that's not going to make up for a fraction of
if she
all
didn't
that shit,
return that sext, let us know, and we'll send you something nice.
No, we won't. We'll shame you.
Again.
Yes, again. So, yeah, you guys want to talk about some media?
So, Tom, I could have sworn you were talking about this in an earlier episode, or was I just
I remember you
dreaming
brought
that?
it up at one point.
Maybe I did. Am I just that repetitive? Yeah, this week I want to talk a little bit about Netflix's show Disenchantment. The first part of season 2 just came out a couple of weeks ago. And this is going to sound a lot harsher than how I actually feel, but the title Disenchantment is, I think, a good metaphor for what the show is. In that, clearly they were like, enchantment is a thing that happens in fantasy, and disenchanted is when you're not happy with something. So if we slam those together, and it's just like, yeah, I get that where you're coming from, but that's not a joke. And that's kind of how I feel about Disenchantment. That there's like, they can't decide if they want to be funny or have a plot, and they keep dropping things with the plot, and they keep like for the sake of jokes. But it's like, I don't know what this show is about. It's just a bunch of things happening.
Now this is also made by Matt Groening, right? Or Grant,
yeah. So this is Matt Groening's most recent animated thing, which, as of this newest set of episodes that were just released, is quote unquote canonically in the same world as Futurama.
Is it really?
Huh.
Well, I mean, you can say that's about anything when it's like a complete galaxy filled of millions of planets.
Well, no. So this is set in like, it's like on Earth. It's like a Middle Earth kind of thing. It's like a fantasy sort of situation, right?
Yeah. That's there's a whole bunch of different cities, each of which is kind of a fantasy cliche.
Okay.
So Bean, the main character, her dad is King Zog of Dreamland, but there's like the Elf Forest and the Squid People City and the Steampunk City, and like each place has its own unique like set of things. Like there's a Evil Desert City, and but the thing is that like I say, I feel like they start a plot and they're like, we're gonna go to the Evil Desert City to stop this assassin that, like, you know, sounds like an actual plot, and then it's just jokes about sand. And and then periodically they'll be like, oh fuck, a plot, that's right. Yeah, so there's the assassin. He happens to be standing on the same street as us. And then it'll be like jokes about being dry. Like Elfo is sad. Like legitimately, I've watched all of the show that has come out so far, and there are characters that I can tell are part of the plot.
But you can't tell like how they're part of it.
Well, it's like, okay, so there's a thing going on with Bean's mom, who like things come in and out with that plot, but it's like it just keeps fizzling out.
Yeah,
it's like
interesting.
At one point, it's just like, here's a bad guy. We ran away from them, and then they don't get chased. They don't like deal with repercussions. It's just like several episodes later, it'll be like, oh hey, there's that bad guy in the hallway, and it's like, oh, that bad guy kidnapped us. And it's like, oh, but what if we easily escape? Okay.
It kind of
like,
so it sounds like they're like writing it like episode by episode as opposed to like writing like an actual show.
Which is weird though, because it's a Netflix exclusive,
right?
Yeah.
So they have to drop everything at once. So like you think that they would pay more attention to like making sure it's cohesive.
Yeah.
So apparently there are supposed to be 3 parts.
Yeah. What's a part? Like how many episodes to like what just released?
So this is the thing that confused me. There is supposed to be 3 parts. This is the 3rd set of episodes that have been released, and therefore I thought this was the 3rd part. This was the end.
Okay.
I found out today that the first 2 that were released were parts 1 and 2 of part 1.
What?
Which were 10 episode clumps each. So part 1 is 20 episodes. Part 2 will be 20 episodes and has been greenlit through part 2, but not all the way to the end of part 3. And we're still waiting for the second half of part 2 to come out. Just call it a season.
Right. So
Like-
if it actually goes through the full cycle or whatever, it's going to end up being 6 quote unquote seasons. Right?
Yeah.
So like 6 drops, right?
Yeah, 6 drops, 10 episodes each, probably looking at a total of 60 episodes.
Which is a season. Like that's 10 episodes is a season.
Yeah, some of the terminology they're using is really weird. And you know, I'm now finding out what I thought was I was coming up on the finale, but I'm coming up at the halfway point. So maybe all of these convoluted plots will tie back in. But
yeah,
like
now, I think last question for me at least is his other major projects are obviously The Simpsons and Futurama, which I think are 2 very different like styles of humor.
Yeah.
Which audience do you think is going to connect more with Disenchantment, like The Simpsons or versus Futurama? Futurama, really?
Yeah. I think that you know how Mel Brooks does a movie and he'll be like, okay, so I did Young Frankenstein, which is a horror movie, and then I'm gonna do Spaceballs, which is like the sci-fi version of like, you know, he goes by genres,
right?
And I feel like that's what this is. It's like it's Matt Groening's idea of a fantasy version of Futurama.
Okay.
Very different characters, you know, a lot of the same voice actors. You'll recognize like right off the bat.
Right.
He has a group that he likes to work with. The show's funny. It's entertaining. But I just think it can't decide whether it wants to be super episodic and nothing but jokes like The Simpsons, where you get through the plot of one episode, or Futurama for that matter, like, or if it wants to be like, yeah, no, this is a show. This is a show with a plot that connects to things, and like stuff's gonna happen. There are gags in it that are like, would be really funny one-off gags that end up becoming part of the plot and stretching over like multiple episodes. Like,
this just sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
One of the things that really gets me about it as an artist too is that you remember when you first watched Hercules, Disney's Hercules?
God, I love that movie.
And all of a sudden the Hydra shows up and it's not animated, it's CG.
It's 3D. That was their 3D budget. Yeah.
This does that where it'll be like, okay, it fits a lot better, but it's really easy to tell what was 3D generated and moving through a 2D space. In part because it's just like smoother than it should be.
Right.
Or like is vectors, so it maintains. It's like, you know, if it was 2D animated, like as the ball rolls away, like it would lose detail, but like because it's 3D generated, it's like the detail just gets tighter and tighter as the ball gets smaller and smaller.
But if you've watched through Futurama, like you're used to that. Like the opening sequence of Futurama is probably the most money they spent on making that show. You know.
But I mean, you're not used to it episode by episode. I feel like that was more of just a season sort of evolution.
No, I mean like any time a ship takes off in Futurama, it's 3D.
Even the original stuff?
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's me just being fair to Futurama, a show that I love, but that would also happened like 20 years ago.
Right.
Like
Okay.
this is a show made in 2021.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see what you're saying. So you're saying that it's still like the difference between the 2D and the 3D is still as jarring as if it were made like in the 90s.
Not as jarring, but still like very noticeable.
Yeah.
You can be like, that doesn't look right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And
okay.
And what I want is just like tell your 2D animator, like, we animated this ship taking off, this ball rolling down a hill. Now do a 2D animation over the top of it that makes sense.
All right. Now, I do want to throw this question out. Since we're sort of shit-talking the show, is there a show that's kind of like this, Tom, that you would recommend more than this?
Reruns of Futurama? Does that count?
I'm sure. I mean, I had two right off the top. I'll give you like 10 seconds of each. My first one was Gallivants, which is a musical series that ran for 2 episodes. That is basically, the whole story of King Arthur's sort of thing, but as it's a musical and it's not stupid. And there's only like 3 musicals that I really love. So check it out. And then the other one was Gravity Falls, which I felt was less sci-fi and more cryptozoology, but it still sort of has that feel towards it. Which I feel like I've only watched, 1 episode of Disenchantment, but I can almost guarantee you'll have more fun with either of those shows.
I don't want to just shit on Disenchantment. Like, I've watched all of it, and I will watch the next part that comes out. But like this, it dropped, and I had just finished watching a half-hour show like that I was binging. And I was like, oh, I've got something new. Like I've got a slot open. Like Disenchantment. Do you want to take it? And I just looked at it. And I was like, no, I'll wait. Which is really the like sign of death for a Netflix show when it comes out and people are just like, I'll wait a little while on that. I don't need to watch it right now. Like, that's not a good sign.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else has any thoughts, this has been the Multimedia Minute.
Yeah, Connor, Trevor, do you have any sort of weird animated, maybe possibly medieval shows that you'd like to, I don't know.
So the 2 I want to give a shout out to, Netflix's She-Ra remake.
Pretty sure we already talked about that.
Yes, but like, I'm not going to talk more about it, but that and Steven Universe.
Cool. Steven Universe is fucking
cool. Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, Noel, I hear you you know some shit about Pokemon.
As much as all the other experts in this show, yes.
I love that was coming from Tom, who like clearly knows the most about Pokemon.
So I have to say, I did enjoy this week as basically being my off week and having my only rule not to do work for this bit. So I stayed away from all Pokemon games, but I gotta say I've never been more nervous. This is fucking terrifying. But I'm glad that both of y'all lost before me.
Yeah, we didn't set a strong precedent for you there.
At least I'm not so much a pioneer. But let's get to it.
For anybody who hasn't listened before, this is Stump the Expert. Noel thinks that he is an expert in Pokemon, the original 151. He put a few limits on it, but each of us has come up with a question that we have to ask him. If he can get all of them correct, then he gets a point. If any of us stump him, we get a point.
Yeah, so I pretty much said Pokemon biology.
Yeah.
Basically what you learn from the stats on like Bulbapedia or something like that. So nothing from anime, nothing from manga, nothing from, I don't know, some weird other Pokemon, secondhand video game.
Who did the voice of Detective Pikachu?
Exactly. That's dumb.
I mean, we should all know that.
I just want to know types, abilities, level ups, move traits, evolutions, weaknesses.
And I think we've done a pretty good job of that.
Trevor's got a really good question. That one kind of threw me for a
Oh
second.
God.
Yeah.
And
And
I
this,
had to do some research to double check Trevor's.
and this was
because
all
I
towards the original 151, right? I said Gen
correct.
1?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Trevor, you want to get us our ball rolling here?
No, I'm
Yeah,
Trevor, and I say no.
Okay. All right. So Trevor won't start.
Oh no!
All right, I'll go
It's
last.
terrifying. I hate it.
Okay, I'll start then.
Yeah, just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. This is also one that I didn't know.
All right, so I'm going to give you a couple of facts here before I ask you my question, because my question is about Rhyhorn and Rhydon.
Yes.
Prior to Generation 6, the sound that Rhyhorn made was a near identical cry to the sound that Charizard made. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Interesting.
Because the games still use 8-bit sound effects. Right. And according to interviews with the original art director for Pokemon, Rhydon was the first Pokemon ever created in Pokemon Red, Blue,
And green.
and Green, yes. Every single visual item has a coded number.
Mm-hmm.
It's called their index number, and Rhydon is index number 001. Which supports this. That is the very first thing. I also have, we'll maybe put it up on our social media later, some of the original very first drawings of Pokemon are all of Rhydon. But my question to you, Noel, what level does Rhyhorn evolve into Rhydon?
And I'm assuming they don't change much. Evolutions don't change much per game, but it's the first, the red, green, blue.
Yep.
English or Japanese probably doesn't matter, but...
It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't matter by generation either. There are very few Pokemon that change cross-generation when they evolve. Mostly Pokemon that are given an extra stage.
Ooh,
It's more
it's
more
close.
types.
Mm-hmm.
I know in Red and Blue, Sabrina's gem had, like, on the box it said, "Hey, beat her with Ghost," and then there was a bug in the game where no one
Ghost
could,
was
like...
weak to Psychic.
Exactly. Yeah. But what level does Rhydon evolve into Rhyhorn? Or
Other way around.
Other way around.
Yeah.
is it? Yeah.
At no level does Rhydon evolve into Rhyhorn.
An expert.
Trick question.
With the Neverstone. So I know it's late in the game. It might even be on Victory Road where you can even get a Rhyhorn.
Rhyhorn first appears in Safari Zone.
Yes.
Still late on the game.
Yeah, still late game.
Yeah. I am going to assume... I have two options. I'm going to assume a level 32. I was going to say level 36, but I think that's too high, so level 32.
Level 42.
42?
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
Rhyhorn also has one of the slowest evolution or level up advancement tracks in terms of XP,
Including
for the game.
Including fossil Pokemons? Because those were really slow to grow
Yeah,
too.
it's the same. I think it's the same category of
Oh my
XP progression
God.
as. So, and although you are late game when you catch them, I think that most Rhyhorns that you catch in the Safari Zone are fairly low level. So you have to grind out a hard to evolve, hard to level out Pokemon at low level in late game. So just nobody, even as cool as Rhyhorn and Rhydon are, just nobody ever got them.
I'm pretty sure you could catch a Rhydon in the same cave that you could catch Mewtwo in. Like the legendary cave?
Yeah.
Victory Road and Champion's Cave or whatever.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of waited. I don't think I really ever caught anything earlier than that. It was just honestly a waste of time.
It's super rare, in Safari Zone, but you can get them there.
Well, that was a great question.
That was a really good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of fun facts with it, too.
All right. I don't have fun facts to go along with this, but hey, Noel.
Hey, Ghana.
Generation 1.
Yeah.
How many fighting Pokemon exist in Generation 1?
Pure fighting or like
Fighting.
rock/fighting?
I'm just all of them. All fighting in Generation 1.
Anything with the word fighting in the type name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will leave this up to the other hosts, but I would give him a point if he can name all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
ask how many, or is that?
The main question is how many. The question
Oh
is
yes.
how many.
Okay.
But if you get that right and you name all of them, then I would gift you a point if the other hosts are into that.
This is weird. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm kind
that
of
sounds
doing this
legit.
in the reverse order that you're asking.
The,
Well,
the question you need to get right is how many.
okay. Well, 2 at least. Hitmonchan and Hitmon. Oh no, Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. There you go.
Yep.
3. Number 3 is Poliwrath. Is a water fighting. I'm already getting jumbled up. I'm gonna say. Let's see if I named 3 already. There's not that many. All right, so there's 3. There's another 3. I'm gonna say there's 11.
Oof. Sorry, bud. It's 8.
Okay, so I got Poliwrath.
Poliwrath was the one that I was counting on you to not get, which is
Really?
why I'm so surprised by this.
Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. That's
Yeah.
3. Machop, Machoke, Machamp.
Yep.
There's 2 that I'm missing.
Yeah.
They were the 2 that I was missing too.
Mankey and Primate.
Ah, those fucking cotton balls, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are also pure fighting type. The
And
only one that's not a pure fighting type is Poliwrath. So I was really counting on you to forget Poliwrath, but
Honestly,
Oh,
yeah.
I love Poliwrath.
Mankey and Primeape are ones that I get like early on in the game and really help me a lot, but I forget about them so quickly.
They feel
Right.
to me like they should be normal type almost.
Really? Yeah, exactly.
Because they're beige.
They're literally wearing boxing gloves.
One of them is.
I think they both are.
No.
Okay.
Mankey definitely has gloves on.
All right, let's get to the next one.
Well, yeah.
Ah, no, he doesn't.
All right, Noel.
Yes.
In Generation 1,
Yes.
through leveling up,
Yes.
a Jigglypuff
Yeah.
will only learn 8 moves. 7 of those moves are of the normal type.
Yeah.
What is the only non-normal type move that Jigglypuff can learn, and what type is it?
Can learn naturally by leveling up or TM?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 out of 8 are normal. What's not a normal?
Yep.
Pound, sing, double punch, counter.
Double slap.
Who's the expert, Tom? Counter. Oh, there's another one. So not submission. Well, put that in the maybes.
I also I completely forgot that Jigglypuff could do this.
My first thought is metronome, but it's got to be normal because it's not psychic. It would have been fairy, but fairy's not a type in Gen 1. Is Mega Punch normal or fighting? I hope it's not something stupid like Dragon Rage.
How in God's name would a Jigglypuff
Yeah.
know Dragon Rage?
No, or like Fire Punch or some dumbass shit. That's how I do all my Pokemon. I make them learn the craziest fucking shit.
Yeah. Fucking Razor Leaf.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm like 90% sure I already said the move. Submission. No, you're talking about just Jigglypuff, not Wigglytuff, right?
Right.
All right, so all half of those are too powerful. But Jigglypuff's evolves by a stone, so a lot of those are kind of
dude.
a lot of those are hidden.
There are 4 Pokemon that evolve with a Moonstone, and there's only 3 in the game.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you use the Moonstone too early, how many moves get eradicated
Right.
through Jigglypuff? How many moves get added through Wigglytuff?
Wait, so Clefairy, Jigglypuff...
Dragonairs, right?
No. Nidoran and Nidorana. Or Nidorano.
Need a Moonstone?
Yeah.
I thought they're not trade.
Yeah.
Are you
The four Pokemon you need are Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Wigglytuff, and Clefable.
I'm pretty sure you only get 3 Moonstones in the game, right?
You do.
Yeah.
You can.
Trevor, why couldn't you ask that goddamn question?
Wow. Interesting.
Guys are making me want to play Pokemon.
God, this is a thing that I could talk about for a long time, though.
Well, if y'all ever want to start up a Pokemon podcast, there's already a million of them. I'm going to say, counter or submission. Fuck, counter.
Going with counter?
Counter.
Before you give the answer, can I give Noel a hint? We'll agree that he got it wrong.
Like, you can't get it, but like,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Or
Here's-
can I
here's my
still
hint.
guess just for my own satisfaction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a big hint here. It's Jigglypuff's main deal in Super Smash Bros.
The down B. The down B?
Where Jigglypuff does what?
Is it rest?
whoa, there he is.
It is rest.
That's not normal? Was it psychic?
Yeah, what
It's
is
psychic.
rest? Rest is a
Oh.
psychic move?
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
many that there's like that's the beauty about Gen 1 is there's only what like 8 types rather than like
Something like that.
now's what 12,
11,
14
12,
types? Yeah.
I did have a backup question, Noel.
Yeah. I fucking
that
love
we-
this, man.
Is this the one that I
judged
said
was
no?
too easy.
Okay.
Yeah. So the question is, Abra
Yeah.
is known for teleporting away before you ever have a chance to catch him.
Yeah.
It was the bane of my 9-year-old existence back when I played Pokemon. What other moves does Abra know?
Decrease in defense, tail whip.
Nope.
Tackle or pound. I want to say
It's a trick question, but
It's a trick question.
He
oh,
knows not.
it's just that.
Doesn't
Oh.
know anything.
Just
but
teleport.
He
teleport.
knows nothing.
Which is why they're so hard to catch, because they randomly
Right.
pick one of their moves, and the only move it has to pick from is teleport.
Yeah.
So you have to catch it like immediately, or you have to have something that can like put it to sleep, or
From
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
thing I was expecting you to tell me or me to tell you how to catch it. But
Oh, no.
Spam Pokeballs.
right. Just keep fucking.
or I think in Gen 2 is Mean Look, where it got rid of all the status conditions of all the Pokemon, so you couldn't really use it. Or no, it trapped him in the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm as incompetent as all the other experts on this show.
I got one right.
All right, Trevor
I
knows.
got one right, too.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I almost got like 3 right though.
Alrighty.
Connor,
Yeah.
you're next week's expert.
I
What's it going to be?
Oh yeah.
I have a few options here, and I feel like the easy one and the one that I should do because of my history on this show should be the MCU. But I'm also thinking about the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob, and I'm also thinking about Invader Zim. The one that I'm most concerned about, actually, the one that I'm most nervous about is the MCU, because I know I can fucking ace you fools on SpongeBob or Invader Zim. I'll leave it up to you guys, whatever you want to pick.
Roll a D3.
Yeah, D3. That's a funny geometry joke.
I would like SpongeBob.
You're just trying to avoid watching an MCU movie, Trevor.
I wouldn't even watch a movie. I'd look something up online. I didn't play Pokemon to do this.
Dude, Trevor, like he watched Dorm Life for you.
I watched an entire fucking show for you.
What? Which is only as long as like half of one of those movies.
It's
You think
400
an
minutes,
MCU
dude.
movie is
Yeah, how long are
800
movies?
minutes?
They're like 800 minutes, right?
Yes. Yes, they're 800 minutes, Trevor.
They're usually like 140.
That's 13 and a half hours, pretty much.
Oh, it's still Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do SpongeBob.
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 First 3 seasons only.
First 3 seasons.
Anything?
All right.
So first 3 seasons, it's gonna be you can do quotes, you can do characters, you can do plot points. What I will say you can't do that I won't know is episode titles necessarily, and I don't want you to do like behind the scenes stuff. I don't want like
Only the things you would know from watching it as a child.
yeah.
Correct. Like the things that you would know from watching it. So
who's
like
the key grip?
Yeah, like none of that bullshit.
I don't think there was a key grip on an animated show.
You don't have a child's mind, Tom.
I don't think very many children are thinking of key grips.
All right.
Shall we jump into some fake ads?
Let's
see some
jump
fake
right
ads.
to it.
All right. Today's episode of the Never Games is brought to you by the Pokemon Missing No. Want lots of Master Balls? How about full revives, gold nuggets, thunder TMs, or any other rare and useful items? Simply summon Missing No. Just at today.
That was surprisingly accurate. Thank you, Tom.
That was really funny.
I love that audible. Yeah, the audible.
That was really funny.
Today's episode is also brought to you by OfficeArtwork.com. Go to OfficeArtwork.com to find all the best in forgettable furnishings. Best sellers include a black and white picture of a dandelion, a black and white picture of a dandelion in the wind, and the skyline of Tuscaloosa. Are you concerned that real objects might give your employees hope? Then jump over to our abstract section. You can find a wide array of scribbles and translucent shapes, all specifically designed to prevent anyone from finding any meaning in their life. Keep your employees too bored to unionize by going to officeartwork.com.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Closet Nipples. Have you ever been aroused by a door? Or have you ever maybe thought like, no, I'm too shy to take my shirt off. I don't want people to see my nips. Well, Closet Nipples is what you got, and I suggest you talk to your doctor about it.
All right. Let's face it. During the quarantine, we've all been changing. We're more sedentary. We're less active. And that does come with its own predicaments. But no one has ever said you don't have to be uncomfortable. Introducing Muumuu Melon non-athletic. Muumuu Melon offers silky soft, breathable Muumuus through an entirely affordable monthly subscription service. Stop laughing, Connor. You're making me laugh. Fuck. God, I have to cover you guys. All right. Perfect for the home office, the home wedding, the couch, or moving from the couch to the bathroom. Go to muumumelon.com/thenevergames for 20% off your first order. Muumuu Melon, when you don't want to look like a weirdo. I'm getting pretty good at these fake ads.
Yeah.
I'm crying. Oh, that was really funny.
That's pretty good. All right. Well,
Okay.
This has been another episode of the Never Games. Thank you, everybody out there, for listening. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you did, you can do us a huge favor. Like, follow, and subscribe wherever you get podcasts. Leave us a rating and a review. That helps us so much.
And if you have anything to say, any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to us via social media. All social media is going to be at the_never_games. Email is hello@thenevergames.com. But we also have a phone number. That is 406-GAMES24. That is 406-426-3724. Please reach out to us. We would love to hear from you.
And if you really like us, you can head over to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/thenevergames. Your subscriptions and donations help us do what we love to do, make you laugh. You can head over there and support us for as little as $1 and get some really great bonus stuff, including bonus content, stickers, t-shirts, all sorts of different things over at patreon.com/thenevergames.
And we also have a website, that's thenevergames.com. You can find a bunch of little scrumptious items there, whether it's a backlog of all the multimedia minutes or a backlog of all the episodes, or the scoreboard, or anything else like you want to talk about, like what we're all about and all of our biographies.
Or biology.
Biologies. Learn our blood types.
Yeah, no, that's part of the Patreon.
Learn all of my vitamin deficiencies.
Yes. And actually, we do have this new thing on our page. It's nevergames.com/shop. That's nevergames.com/shop. We just released our new merch shop right now. We're doing it through Redbubble. You can find all tasty merch, whether you want a t-shirt, a coaster, a bath liner. That I don't think a bath liner is a real thing. A shower curtain, yeah. Shower curtain, jigsaw puzzles, cell phone cases, and everything in between. Another thing in our merch is a bunch of t-shirts done by the band Good Damn It, which is the band on our show. It's me on the drums and Trevor on everything else. Good damn it. This has been the Never Games. My name has been and will always be Noel McGinnis.
My name is Trevor Kelly, at least for now.
My name is Tom O'Brien, as far as you know.
My name is Connor Provost. Good night, sweethearts.
And this is the Never Games. Do you play games?
All those
nipples.
nipples.
This is Secret Studios production. I keep getting freaked out about the last thing.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I won't.
Thanks, Tom.